Greetings and salutations, loyal crew. My name is Skipper the 14th, and welcome back to another episode of the Test of Time Metaseries. In the last episode, we fought an absolutely grueling war against the Mapuche at probably like the worst time to fight against them because they had their unique unit, and we were in a golden age, so they had their unique ability against us as well. And we also started a war against Maori, and we're moving on this free city of Sydney, which rebelled from Australia. It looks like Adelaide is in danger of flipping as well, and Canberra is also pretty close to flipping. So it's entirely possible that if we take Sydney, put enough pressure on Adelaide, and then wipe out Maori, then Canberra will just flip to us peacefully. We don't have to fight them. So a few thoughts on like the previous episode from when while I was editing the last video. A few thoughts I was having about the previous episode. I think the reason our cities were flipping, like these two cities in particular, Lafken and Nugulu Mapu, were flipping so quickly, was because I forgot the Mapuche unique unit that light cavalry that was giving us so much trouble. Their ability is that when they kill an enemy unit in the bounds of an enemy city, that enemy city loses a huge chunk of loyalty. So I think those guys were killing our units and dropping the loyalty super low. That's why Ngulu Mapu that one time flipped like the turn after we captured it. Like the turn after we recaptured it, because the Malon Raiders, I think they're called, they swooped in and killed a few units, and that dropped the loyalty low enough that it just flipped the next turn anyway. So I think that hopefully that explains what was going on. I think that was what was happening. And another thought I was having kind of about the future of the series is that we were having, because those Malon Raiders were one of the big troubles we were having with the war against Mapuche. I realized that out of all of our next targets, we are very unlikely to run into any more unique units on the battlefield, because the Maori unique unit, the Toa, that replaces the swordsman. We're well past swordsman now. Australia's unique unit is the infantry, and I get the feeling we're going to wipe them out before they get to them. And Portugal, Netherlands, and Germany, all of their unique units are naval units. Portugal has a unique caravel replacement, Netherlands have a unique frigate replacement, and Germany has a unique submarine replacement. So, yeah, we're probably not going to run into any more unique unit troubles for the rest of the series. The only one, like I said, the only one that might happen is Australia's, but I get the feeling we're going to wipe them out before they get to that. So, yeah. So let us continue while I build some buildings hither and thither. Also, I noticed there were a lot of archaeology sites, what are they called? Antiquity sites. Yeah, archaeology sites, I think that's Stellaris. So, alright. Okay, we got another... What do we want to do with our next governor? Because neither of these two upgrades on the ambassador are really that useful, I don't think. Living city-states might be, but the diplomatic favor of return, that's not really relevant, and diplomatic favor of return per district in the city which this governor is established in. That requires this guy being in one of your own cities, and his his base ability is you can put him in a state and he acts as two envoys, so it's kind of anti-synergistic in a way. So we've already got this guy fully promoted. So I'll go with the educator here because our science is kind of lacking. It's our biggest city. I think Jeddah is still our biggest city, so we'll plop him in there. All right, we got 2 Eurekas, one for economics and one for sanitation. Okay, we have another policy slot. Let's slip monarchic legacy back in there so we can get some extra housing. A lot of our cities. This guy's been sitting here since who knows how long. Get that guy promoted and ready for battle. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, that's... I think our technological superiority is finally kicking in, so to speak. Holy Site might need to have buildings in it before our religious unit can heal next to it. Oh, and we also got nationalism at some point. Probably like the end of the last episode. I wasn't really paying attention, but now we can combine our units into corps and armies. Well, just corps at this point. We need a separate civic for armies. So this guy's got battle cry. Okay, so if we combine these two, then it'll have 3 promotions instead of just the 2. Yeah, Maori's not doing much to us. We have enough technological superiority, and they don't have that plus 10 combat boost that the Mapuche had, which let them fight on relatively even footing, even though we had superiority, technological superiority against them. Yeah, I don't think this city's in range of any entertainment complexes, so I want to plop one down over here, and that'll hopefully reach some of these cities. Yeah, that'll get these 2 cities at least, so more bombardment. Yeah, we definitely don't get the flanking bonus when attacking a city, like I mentioned last episode. No, we'll keep it. I almost don't even really need the bombards here. Let's move over to Sydney. Charge and marauding. This guy's got charge. Okay, so won't gain any promotions by combining those 2. Yeah, that guy can rest. Heal up. Do I have any? Right, I've got 3 archaeological museums now. Someone stole Nazca from me. That's not nice. Conservation, I guess. Do I have any field cannons? I feel like all my ranged units... I have 1. Okay. Let's... That guy could use a promotion. Let's just, I don't know, let's buy one here, I guess. Get that boost. Another entertainment complex. I think it's a lot of war weariness we're running into. Force modernization, that might help. Actually, maybe do craftsmen, get more production. And wars of religion. That will definitely give us a nice boost, I think. Crew weapons. So maybe we give this guy grape shot and then combine the 2. Maybe stay there. Yeah, okay, so we're still getting that effect of every time we capture a city, we're getting a burst of religious pressure. So that does just stick for the rest of the game, if you get that glitch from the religious emergency. Okay, so this guy has... Yeah, so these 2 we can combine to get a 3 promotion unit, and that also gives us... What was it? Mobilization? Mobilization, yeah. That will give us armies and... Sleeveys. Armies and fleets, I think it is. Nice +4 theater square there. Let's make that a food route so this city can grow a little bit. Okay, this guy gives us wonder production boost. I don't think we're building any wonders at the moment, but I'll hold on to them. This capital's right here, so I think I should be going for that first. Because that's the city we need more so than any other. You stay there. Wrong unit. I wanted to move. I want to build some farms around here. Get city's population up so we can hopefully hold on to it a little easier. Yeah, that encampment shot did 6 damage to this pike and shot. You're definitely at the point where enemies are no longer a real concern for us. Go with this guy because he could use the promotion more. We move on to the capital. Ironclad, that gives us the steel Eureka. Here's our spy. Jafar, of course. Striker. None of these are particularly good. For partisans, I guess. I think swap over to liberalism. Get a little bit more amenities in our cities. Alright, that put most of our cities at content, at least. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna go through. I'm not gonna waste what little diplomatic favor I have on that. No real good campus spots in this city, unfortunately. Fun fact, that episode, The Heart, not that episode, that story, The Heart, that inspired an episode of SpongeBob, the Squeaky Boots episode where Mr. Krabs gives... Well, he originally buys the boots for his daughter, because he's a moron and a cheapskate. And... How do you... Oh. Okay. And... he can't get rid of the boots, so he gives them to... He pawns them off on SpongeBob, but they're like super squeaky, and SpongeBob loves them and won't take them off, so he keeps hearing the squeak of the boots everywhere he goes. So... Yeah, that episode of SpongeBob is inspired by the Telltale Heart, because Mr. Krabs hears the squeak of the boots everywhere, and eventually he loses it, and he goes to he finally cries out like, "Yes, it was me! I did it! Of course, in the episode, he just steals the boots from SpongeBob and hides them under the floorboards, because he's sick of hearing them squeaking, but in the Edgar Allan Poe story, the main character murders his elderly neighbor because he looks weird, and then buries his heart underneath the floorboards. So it's a little less morbid than the original story, but still kind of funny that SpongeBob is referencing Edgar Allan Poe, of all things. Congress. Nah. Let's not do that. It looks like that did not go through. Yeah, I may have overinvested in that, but whatever. I can make an army out of this guy. Yeah, maybe pick one that doesn't have any promotions. Alright, now we're in the industrial era, so we can't pick monumentality anymore, which is quite a shame. But I think 2 arms fits. Even though we're kind of well past the point of caring about what grievances we generate, we do at the very least the production bonus towards military units will be somewhat useful. Yeah, it'll do great people points. Not like we really need them, but yeah, it really loves these city parks for whatever reason. Now we need a great scientist. Charles Darwin. Right. You down there, because we got a nice big natural wonder for you to work on. For you to study. Combustion. Don't think that ironclad will really be of that much use, but we'll see. Let's just go great generals, I guess, now. Again, not like it really matters. We have no diplomatic favor to spend on these votes, so just got a bunch of Eurekas. Okay, must be... Do we have the Great Library? Must be, yeah. Must have picked it up somewhere. Oh. Looks like he got Adelaide back up to full loyalty, so we probably will have to declare war on Curtin. When we do, we'll do it after we wipe out Maori, though. Because as we saw with Mapuche, if we just take Maori cities, and all the grievances we've accumulated with Maori will lower the loyalty of the cities we take. So might as well just wipe them out so we don't have to worry about that. And also, his cities will exude loyalty pressure by virtue of their population as well. So makes sense to solve loyalty problems in multiple ways. Alright, there's Kupe's capital. It's also disloyal, but its loyalty is decreasing fairly slowly, so we have time to... I was saying, we had time to capture other cities. That guy can move out. Oh wow. That gave a lot more science than I was expecting. Right, because we got him like during the era where he's relevant, and not like 5 eras later or 2 eras later where all the tech is much more expensive. Shut up. You're next. You know. Don't test me. Let's go refining. Get oil. Questions of what do I want? What do I want to build in this city? We got a +3 theater square there. It's not bad. Air square for railroads. Choo-choo. And and all that. Archaeological museums. We've got a lot of antiquity sites to dig up. You can sit tight. I don't have anywhere to put your music, my friend. You stay there. You move forward. You actually, since we have flight, I could get a observation balloon. That way my bombard can fire from farther away. Oh, this guy out. Yeah, okay. So we want to keep that guy in until the loyalty stabilizes. Should also probably get steel at some point so we can unlock artillery, which are gonna just melt through any city walls we find in the future. So you've noticed we got a little bit of aluminum. We got some here in Sydney. I didn't think to check where that other source was, because I saw two. There's some outside of Jeddah. Well, one way to find out. Aluminum. Ah, there's one in Pest. There we go. Oh, there's one in Nazca. So over there, yeah, one right outside of Jeddah. One over in Hungary's territory, one over there, over there. Yeah, one in Sydney. Alright. Come in handy if we decide to build bombers at any point. Which I might. For water parks, it's important to get our amenities up because not only will it stop any cities from losing loyalty, but having more amenities than a city needs to function properly will give those cities a bonus to their yields. So it's important to get your happiness up. Wasn't always the case, but some recent patches that has become a priority. Yeah, doesn't need to be on the same tile, it just needs to be next to it. I remember my first domination victory in Civ 6. I didn't realize that field cannons, these guys, weren't siege units, because in Civ 5, cannons are, siege units. They're the, I think, Renaissance or Industrial Era siege. I think they're the Industrial Era siege unit. So I was using these guys to try to batter down city walls, and they weren't doing a lot of damage. I was like, man, these cannons suck. It wasn't until, I think, later playthroughs that I realized these are just ranged units. These are like the equivalent of the Gatling guns in Civ 5. These are the equivalent of the cannons in Civ 5. By that same token. Mass media. I so rarely get mass media before, or radio before mass media. I managed to play my cards right this time. Some broadcast towers. Some more archaeologists. We pick up Hunza. Get a little bit of gold off our city-state trade routes. Pick up that aluminum. Oh, I do have some room here in Amadana. That's right. Amadana can hold any type of great work. Which is handy. This guy might be handy to bring along. Sitting in a temple. Alright. Is there a... Yeah, there's a entertainment complex here. Alright. Are we still getting bursts of religious pressure? Because I haven't noticed a lot of conversions happening after we've been taking these cities, but maybe I've been mistaken. I mean, we have converted 2 of these cities, so 3 of these cities, actually, to our religion, so yeah. I think I am going to hold off on steel for a little bit, partly because we're doing well enough without the artillery, and also partly because I would like to get more of these Renaissance walls up. They give... Not only do they give housing with the... I almost said monopoly, monarchy, legacy card, but they also give a little bit of diplomatic favor. I think each one gives 2 per wall, so that will somewhat stem the bleeding of all our diplomatic favor that we're losing via our conquests. These guys heal up a little bit. That guy forward, then heal him up. It'd be prudent to buy some more units, just so we have larger force to fight with, more reinforcements. Did notice we got some oil in Bilimapu here. We are already getting some somewhere. Not sure where, but let's look. We got one there, one underneath this district that I'm building in Cairo, one there in that lake, and one up here in this Maori city. I almost said Mapuche. Not Mapuche. Okay. Let's continue fourthly. Ideology. I think for our Tier 3 government, the obvious choice will be the Italian Fez Club, as I've taken to calling it, just because of that combat boost to all of our units. But one could also make an argument for democracy, because we're doing a lot of trading with city-states, and democracy gives bonuses for doing so. So I think either one works. I don't think we've gone Italian Fez Club in Civ 6 yet, because our last domination victory ended right around this point in the kind of the tech civic tree, if I recall correctly. If memory serves, I can move the general into this city now. Actually, I should probably move him here. Because we're more pressed for loyalty in this city. That I'm not even gonna try to pronounce, because I do not speak Maori. More generals. More musique. You know, I should probably build some aerodromes. I mean, we can't move units around until we get all the way here to rapid deployment, so that's probably a thought for later, but nah. Thank goodness there's that button to be like, stop asking me for this, I'm never gonna give it to you. Saves us both time. Almost up. Can I? No. I think that's our second army. Yeah, because the first one was that Bombard army, and we also got the fleet with the Ironclad. Right, sounds industrial. Alright, so she'll be relevant for a little while longer. Neutralize governor. Yeah, I think we do have the biggest military on the planet at the moment. Okay, yeah, we are still definitely doing that whole religious pressure thing. I wonder if I can convert the Maori capital. Yeah, I can fire on this thing from all the way over here, which is very nice. Maori Military Academy. There we go. So now, at least in this city, we can directly recruit corps and armies. Got a field cannon corps there. Bank. Renaissance walls. Medieval walls. Renaissance walls. Just want to get as many sets of walls up as I can for a research steel so we can get all the benefits of having the walls. The housing and the favor. And also a little bit of tourism. Not like the tourism will really be relevant in a conquest game, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so once we delete Mapuche, Maori, good grief. So delete Maori, then we will turn on Australia, because he's only got 2 cities, I think. I did see a settler kind of run away off the coast, but I don't think there were any islands for that guy to settle on. Unless he goes all the way across the ocean. In which case, fair enough, I'm not chasing him all the way across the ocean. Infantry corps here. Let's make an army with this guy. Battlecry, Tortoise, and Commando. This guy's got Battlecry and Commando. Alright. Yeah, I think the Italian Fez Club is probably the direction we want to go. Just because of the extra military policies as well as the military combat. usual. Yeah, that will help, I think. Yeah, I think we have all the text from the modern era, so having those Eurekas doesn't help. Wait Temple, Casa de Constitución, University of Sancor, Mont Saint Michel. It's time to go replaceable parts. Nope. These two require biplanes and basically tier 3 government. Professional sports is good. That'll give us a lot of amenities. Coal power plant for like coal power plant. Oh, right, that was for refining, which we already researched, but we do need the electricity. Smith, governor title. Yep. Italian Fez Club. We also get reduced war awareness and increased production towards units, so all around pretty good. 5-year plan, I think. Yeah, liberalism. Military policies. I think we really need to worry about gold and resource discounts on upgrading units. Do we make enough money that it's not really an issue? Yeah, logistics is good, and yeah, I think total war. Yeah. That gives us the Eureka for computers. A industrial zone there. City will flip to loyalty next turn. This city is going to be tricky to take because of that. Oops. Because of this mountain. Here we'll build an aerodrome over here just so we can get... crank out some planes and get the boost for advanced flight. Actually, we're making 4. I think it's 2 sources. We can get a fairly quick aerodrome here. Is that city converted? Okay. What do I want to do next? I don't have any more inspirations except for class struggle, but that won't really be relevant. Yeah, let's just do Cold War, I guess. For chemistry, so we can upgrade our 1 pike and shot to an AT crew. Stadiums. Caught again. Alright. Didn't really change the loyalty in that city, so kind of moot. Start moving some of my other units this way so we can march on Australia. How much oil am I getting? 6. Alright. So these infantry cost 1 oil per turn, which is something I don't really get the reasoning behind, but whatever. Let's get a bombardier to make this an army. Also, chemistry will give us research labs and mountain tunnels. The former of those is definitely more important. Computers, get drones, and flood barriers. Yep. There goes Maori, so I don't care. Yeah. So now we don't have to worry about loyalty on those cities that he owns that we took. This guy is medieval and Renaissance era units, so that guy will no longer give us boosts. Kind of outpacing our great generals here, but that's fine. Better than the great generals outpacing us. That should give us Big Ben. Benjamin the Large. Oh, looks like I think Germany's going after another city-state, yeah. Once we finally get to them, it'll be nice to liberate all those city-states they conquered. We are close to end of episode time, but I think I'm gonna have this one go a little bit longer and wipe out Australia, because they're pretty small. They only got 2 cities, not much of a military to speak of. Here's loyalty to a city. Probably best to put have that guy retire over here. Probably gonna need to bust out that policy card that gives extra resources from improvements. Like extra oil and aluminum, I think it is. Entering. Obviously his bonus was kind of moot. Computers. Alright, I think I am going to just bite the bullet and get steel. I would like to upgrade my bombards into artillery. Even though it'll probably cost me a lot of oil. 2 biplanes. That's what we need for the boost for... what was it? Advanced flight. That's what it's called. Weird that when you upgrade like a support unit like that, it plays like an animation of it being destroyed for some reason. I don't get why. None of the other units do that when you upgrade them. This guy's got a battle cry and commando, so we want to give this guy Tortoise. Actually, Jean. Yeah, her relevance will end soon as well, so we might as well pop her. Shame Vatican City isn't in this game. We're getting some bursts of religious pressure with all those great people. Let's see if I can get a... Can I? No. Those will need to be different numbers. I can... There we go. I can get at least one themed archaeological museum. I don't know why archaeological museums are so hard to theme in this game. Our policies don't activate while we have an unfilled slot open. Let's get that in. We haven't finished any stadiums yet, but once we do, then we'll get more amenities out of them. Should be good. Filament Unrest, that's a useful one. 4 turns. Which one are we using? 3. Alright. Yeah, one advantage of combining your units into corps and armies is that they still, when they get to this stage of the game, they still only consume one of their relevant resource per turn. Getting to Portugal is going to be a bit of a trouble, because there's this huge mountain range here. Probably be easier to go through this city and then kind of like swoop our way down. But yeah, there's a lot of more tight choke points. Either that, or we wrap around and like cross the ocean and hit Germany instead, and then go through the Netherlands and then into Portugal, which might actually be easier, especially considering we're already kind of going this way. Plus, we'll liberate those city-states a little easier, so yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Plus, we can hit Germany's capital directly, because it's closer to the coast. Or we can hit it first, I should say. Next turn, I'll declare, because now we got all our units in position. Have a deployment. Now we can move units between aerodromes, so long as the aerodromes have airports, I think is the kicker. Or the caveat. The condition. Kind of picking some things at random for some of these cities, because it doesn't matter terribly much what we build in some of them. Yeah, I think I can afford to turn these cuirassiers into tanks. Some of them, anyway. Was it this turn I was gonna... Yeah, I think it was. So let's just... I probably should have used our special Casus Belli, but whatever. Not a big deal. Yeah, look at that. Kaboom. This war is going to be quick, I could tell. Just gotta check the... search for this. Okay, yeah, so if I build an airstrip with a military engineer, I can't move units to it. Good to know. I'd have to build an aerodrome with an airport.
Kaboom. Atlanta.
There we go. There's Canberra. And how long after Adelaide 2 shall fall? Alright. Biplane's not going to be of any use because it's too far away. Let's pick up some of these earlier ones. Just get foot barriers now before we actually need them. Just take it. Sick of waiting. Fortunately, the best this guy's got is pike and shots, so... He ain't doing much. Yeah. Look at that, absolutely dissolved. There we go. Alright. It's a shame he didn't get to his unique unit because it doesn't actually require any strategic resources. Despite being an infantry unit. So that's definitely going to be it for this episode. We're definitely past Yeah, we're definitely past normal episode length. So I'm gonna call this episode here. In the next episode, I think I am gonna be a little bit more audacious and sail over the ocean to attack Germany, and then sweep. Once we take Germany, go through the Netherlands, and then finish off Portugal last. Just because the other alternative is to try to fight through this huge mountain range with all these tiny, one-tile-wide choke points, which would not be very fun. I think it would definitely be less pain to travel over the ocean, because at least over the ocean you can move pretty quickly. So yeah, if you like this episode, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Doing all those things tells the magical YouTube algorithm guys that you like what I do and you want more people to see it. And if you want to support the channel more direct way, I have a coffee page where for as little as $1 a month you can help keep these videos coming and get some behind the scenes access and even see your name in the videos. And as always, be good, stay safe, and I'll see you all next time.